What's going on, guys? Bengal again here, the man in the chair. And today we're taking on number 10, Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns. They are ranked at, a very, very high ranking. It is probably the highest they've ever gotten in real life. But I think last year, they were actually ranked at number 1. As many of you had pointed out in the comments, and that's why they got David Kendrick, the athlete that we were going after for a little while. But yeah, they are 2-0, following a 24-3 victory over FCS East. But they are a beatable team. I will also note that it says 50-35 at Riverside, but if you watch the game, it was 55-35 or something like that. My game froze during a Sony Vegas render of the episode, which is just when you kind of combine the audio and the video and then edit it all together in the finished product. Too heavy on my computer, and the game froze, and I had not saved it yet. So I completely lost that. So the stats have changed, unfortunately, but I did my best to recreate the game. And, it was pretty close. It accomplished the same thing. I think the Gators just scored a few less points, but the result is the same. So hopefully you guys don't mind that too much. It was unavoidable. I usually try and save as soon as I can, but I forgot. And that's on me a little bit. But everything else remains the same. And I think we're going to be capable of, I don't want to say beating them necessarily, but we're going to be capable of really competing in this game. The support on this series has been amazing recently. I'm glad you guys are checking it out if you are new. And we are continuing to try and get some of these great recruits. And I talk about sunk costs and opportunity costs even in the last episode. So we're going to take those principles or fallacies to NCAA 14 scouting and recruiting this season and really focus on bringing in the guys that we can bring in. And as soon as there's a hint of not being able to get some guys, like even Steve Jennings, really, we're going to take them off the board and we're going to reevaluate. I've added a bunch of guys down here at the bottom. I've offered some scholarships, but I'm out of points. And we're going to see where we rank. Now, some of these going after some offensive linemen. And some of these guys, like I think probably Jed Frank, Jordan Singletary, we're not going to have a shot at. But I added them to the board already. We're probably going to focus on guys with lower lock percentages until we can get guys more interested in us. But let me see. Do we now have a national game played? Let's see here. Television exposure. That was our first national TV games played. Now, this might be nationally televised as well, as it's a top 10 team in the country. I'm not sure about that, but I think there's potential. And we are going to try and get a huge upset here. We are at home. Will they keep the Riverside fans off the field? But of course, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. We got to win the games first. We got to win the game. We can't get ahead of ourselves and just focus on upsetting a really, really good Louisiana Lafayette team. Their overall's not that high. If we have a chance to get our first ranked win ever, it's going to be this game. Andy Byers, Joel Pitts, Elgin Collins, John Humphreys. We're going to need you today. And yeah, the stats obviously changed. Well, I tried to make the stats as close as possible too, getting it to Aaron Duval and Reggie Gonzalez and things like that. The Reggie Gonzalez likeness changed, by the way. You guys might remember him being super white during recruiting, but I'm like, his last name is Gonzalez. We're going to make it a little more Latino-based, so made him a little bit darker, which just kind of fits more. It's more immersive, in my opinion. So that was why that decision was made. I am excited. Now, some of you are also getting upset that I wasn't throwing to John Humphreys every play. Just because he's 6'5" doesn't mean I can just force him the ball. We are trying to open up the offense little by little, but it's tough to just completely be leaning on the running game through seasons 1 and 2, and then season 3 just go, okay, we only throw the ball now. So I think everyone just expects me to play perfect somehow, and it's just not going to happen every episode. It's just not going to happen. We're still going to run some read option. We have the athletes to do so in Reggie Gonzalez and Andy Byers. Obviously, we want to get our best player of the football, and that is Reggie Gonzalez. So we are still going to run read option. We're not going to exclusively run read option like we kind of had to at points last season, but we're still going to run it like fairly frequently. It's a good way to get your playmakers the football as we're going to go underneath to Aaron Duval. Had a really good week. Well, I guess week 2, but our first game against Florida, he was awesome at times. I want to get our playmakers the ball, and that is Reggie Gonzalez out of the backfield. He made a huge play in the game last week, breaking 2 tackles, faking out another player and scoring a huge touchdown. I want to get that guy the football. I mean, how can you blame me? As we're going to take off with Andy Byers. We got a block as well, but we're just going to slide, not get too crazy. As we are moving the ball in this Raging Cajun defense pretty easily so far. And also, the entire focus of last season was controlling the clock. We just couldn't turn up field with Willie Briggs. We had space. Was controlling the clock and not letting the opponent have too many possessions. And we're going to continue to try to do that today. I really think we can get our first ranked win ever. And that's going to be based off some of the strategies we perfected in the last season as a great tackles made by the right end to stop Reggie Gonzalez, where I thought we would have probably at least 5 or 6 yards. But now it's a much tougher 3rd down and 9. Are we in field goal range? I'm not sure. Yeah, thanks for the snap the ball thing. It's just year 3 into the Dynasty. I know how to do that. Can we throw that ball? Byers gets it to Collins, and a great play made by the DB to punch out the football. Wow. And they're going to say we are not in field goal range. How long is the kick? Doesn't even have... Listen, special teams, I want to see what field goal is. 58. I mean, there's no shot. Damn. All right. We will punt. We'll try to pin them deep. I have dubbed myself the best punter on YouTube. Time to put up or shut up. Here's the punt from McMahon. And that is not a bad punt. Not a bad punt at all. 7-yard line. Listen, it's not amazing. Not the best punt I've ever had. Pretty good one. But we need to play defense. No points on drive 1 is not good. Smith is wrapped up by Craig Jackson. The sophomore outside backer makes a great one-on-one play in space. Making big tackles in the open field is how we're going to win games. We were not able to do it against a really good Florida team. But this Cajun team, this Raging Cajun team, is not quite the same as a Florida team, despite both being ranked inside the top 10. Over the middle, and we miss with Hall. Lacey's got the first. Went for the big hit, missed it. Oh, what a play made by Joel Pitts. Now, the quarterback's got to pitch that out. If you're going to run an option pitch play like that, the QB's got to get it to the running back. But Joel Pitts played the quarterback and made the play. So we'll praise him for that, as it is 2nd and long now. They're going to run the same exact play. No one played the quarterback. Big hit by Brown. Joseph Brown, the freshman strong safety, delivered a huge shot. But the quarterback held on to the football. See, Joel Pitts played the running back this time. I think we had guys to contain. So putting in a tackle on the quarterback, I think, would have been much more helpful. As that's a throw over the middle and complete to Clark. And he'll bring that into Riverside territory after 23. To screen. And down goes the quarterback. The football came out. It's picked up by Walker. And Riverside will take over. They ran a screen. It nearly could have been an interception. Was that Craig Jackson? No. Oh, it might have been. Yeah, it was Craig Jackson who got there first. Joel Pitts in there as well. But I think that's Craig Jackson's doing. And I think that was picked up by the freshman, true freshman starting defensive tackle, Phil Walker. 1st and 10, Riverside. Over the middle, up the seam. It's Aaron Duval. And now we're into the red zone. Great throw, great patience by Andy Byers, great find. Ham is the motion man. I wanted to call him the Muffin Man so bad. We're taking off with Byers. I need a block there, Michael. Be a team player. We're going to take off again with Andy Byers. He's got great speed. Byers pushed out. Maybe inside the 5 after 11. We got to keep scrambling at times if we know we can pick up yardage. Good blocks. And Gonzalez is actually stopped short of the goal line. Great tackle there made by the ULLLB. Now, this is read option. Do we just give it to Gonzalez here no matter what? No, we're going to take it with Byers, and Andy Byers has the touchdown. First points of the game go to Riverside after the big turnover. Craig Jackson has played very well in this game so far, and the offense finally capitalizes, get points up first, and it is 7-0 Riverside here at home. Royal Field, defend the castle, defend the crown. Is he blocking? That's got to be a pick. Tim Washington, please. Now, the true freshman corner has played pretty well so far this season, and, you know, playing well against Florida is really saying something. There's the #1 team in the country. Did drop an interception, although they can call it a pass deflection, as that's going to be a pitch containing with Hall. Big hit. Well, Hall monitor, make sure you're not going anywhere without a pass. And he certainly didn't have a pass. He's not roaming these halls free. Craig Hall, big hit. 3rd and 10 for ULL, backed up into their own green zone from the 29. Fields with the pump fake. He's going to launch it deep, and that one is caught. Why did it switch me on to Clemens? What's happening? Touchdown, Kyron Lacey. I couldn't turn around. It was just mirroring every move as we tried to move with the strong safety. I tried to switch on to Clemens. It put me on to Malik James, who's trailing. Oh, my Lord. That's frustrating. Touchdown, ULL. And it is 7-all. Oh, man, that was so annoying. How dangerous is speed option going to be here? Now, the Raging Cajuns have tried to run this, and the game's frozen. Great. Is this going to be a trend? Is this going to be something that happens? I will say, thankfully, it is 7-7. So my game froze momentarily, but it is actually back now. Although the recording didn't pick it up, as I tried to stop the recording. As I didn't like the screen, we're going to just take off with Byers and throw it away. But thankfully, we don't have to restart the game, which is nice. Throw it on the run, but found space to get it to the tight end, Blake Hayford, another true freshman player starting on this team. We have so many true freshmen starting every year because we've been such a bad program that pretty much everybody we get has been an upgrade. And Hayford had a touchdown last week. As we'll run play action here, we're going to take a deep shot to Ham, and we find him! 43 yards down the field. Ham is the man. Byers underthrew it a bit, but the DB was just an idiot. Never turned around to find the football. And we have the ball now on the 3. Little bit of a dangerous pass considering, you know, the quarterback talent we've had in the past. A lot of QBs can't make that throw. But we were confident in Byers, and it wasn't really rewarded. I mean, it was, but it wasn't a great throw. But Reggie Gonzalez, the true freshman 5-star, takes it up the middle for the TD, and we'll go up 14-7. Still annoyed about their 7 points, but I guess we also just had a pretty bad deep ball that was setting up a touchdown too. So I guess, you know, ball don't lie. What goes around comes around, whatever they say. Oh, it's picked up by Ezekiel Sims. I wasn't even talking there. I mean, he just kind of lobbed the ball up, and we switched on to Sims, turned around, made the play. Ezekiel Sims, known for having eyes in the back of his head. That's fair. Another turnover forced by the Riverside defense. And Ezekiel Sims is really starting to play well as he gets older, which is super encouraging, obviously. He certainly had his troubles. He's been a 3-year starter so far, as Gonzalez will take that up the middle for nothing. Picked the wrong hole. Well, I guess didn't pick a hole, really. Humphrey's wide open. We'll find him, the Stanford transfer. First down. 2nd and 10, work and play action. I wanted to throw that ball there, just didn't trust it. Ham broke back across the middle, but we're going to slide with Byers and get 9. 3rd and 1. Let's make a play. We're going to throw for Hayford. Hayford drops in the end zone. Blake, we had the touchdown. We had the touchdown. We're going to go for it, though. I love the aggressiveness. And listen, I love this play call. Michael Hamm is the motion man, lives on Drury Lane. We got Gonzalez leaking out of the backfield. Somebody's going to get open. And it was not Gonzalez. I don't know why I threw it to him. Pressure in the face. I just, instead of running, just tried to get the football away. Instead of like an obvious run, decided to work play action. We're just going to dunk it off to the back. It's a play they run all the time in the NFL, but this is not the NFL. Should have run fullback dive or something stupid. Hopefully those 3 points don't come back to bite us. We could have had the first with fullback dive. Like, I'm 90% sure. I just have to be boring in those scenarios. Just take the first down and then, you know, open up the playbook. But take the first down. If they stop a fullback dive, good on them. Because they're probably not going to. 3rd and 1. Trips left for the Raging Cajun offense. They're going to go up the middle. It's read option, and it is a huge 9-yard gain by the quarterback, Chandler Fields. Another option play, trying to get over there with Hall. Nice tackle made by Bruce Clemens, the redshirt freshman. Gun empty, trips right for the Raging Cajuns. It's QB draw, and it's Malik James. Nice tackle made by Malik James. I mean, that is an awesome play. He's played very, very well recently, and I mean season 2, and that play right there. It's 3rd and 6. We need to stop, and they're going underneath to Fleming. Craig Jackson made the tackle. He's short of the line to gain. 4th and inches. The Raging Cajuns are in punt formation. I don't really trust it. This is a horrible, horrible spot to punt the football. Like, you gotta go for this here. But it says they're gonna punt, and we're gonna call a timeout. I want to save those 18 seconds. The question is, did they decide to go for it now? Still in punt formation. We're using Joseph Brown here, the freshman strong safety. And they will punt. And into the end zone. We'll start at the 20. Throwing for Humphreys. He had a step. Great route from the transfer. And looked like a little bit of a natural pick there. The cornerback regained some ground, but great break at the top of that route. Love to see it. 2nd and 10. We're going to Gonzalez out of the backfield. Reggie Gonzalez, first down. Let's go, Reggie. Now, we did get the truck, but he also fell down. Maybe should have opted for a juke there. He's very elusive. He can make some guys miss in space, so might want to try and utilize that part of his game a little bit more. I actually like the slant here a lot. Michael Hamm wide open, though. Good throw. Got a foot down. First down. Open again, and we just threw it a tick late. Trey Amos made a good play. Also, a little bit, I mean, under where I wanted it, obviously. He was pretty open. Might try to stretch the field a bit. 42 seconds remain in the half. No, Gonzalez wide open in the backfield. Check out the speed. And it's a first down. That clock's going to stop momentarily. Let's get back up to the line. I love these check downs to Gonzalez, because eventually he's going to make some guys miss. And then we're going to have, you know, a great opportunity for run after the catch. So we're going to take off with the blockers. Just step out of bounds. This offense is cruising right now. Rockin' play action. Michael Hamm dropped it. All right. Too many drops already. We're going to try a draw. Gonzalez up the middle. Power! And Reggie Gonzalez pulled him over. Train's coming through. Get off the tracks. Run over. You can't be leaning on the back of your feet. Can't be leaning on your heels when Reggie Gonzalez is coming through the hole. Destroyed him. And it's 21-7 Riverside. Only 16 seconds remain in the half. They're just content to run the football. And Hall will make the tackle. But they got more yards than I would have liked. But we're still going to try and get pressure with Greg Hall. We're coming from real wide. Fields will throw it down the field, well short of the end zone. And it's picked off by Malik James, and he has some space. Probably no return here. But back to about midfield. Third turnover of the half for Louisiana Lafayette. Very uncharacteristic of our defense to have 3 turnovers in a game, period. But this is an improved team, and we are playing this team very well. Great first half. The Raging Cajuns get the football to start the second. Got to keep that momentum up, keep playing well, and come away with a win. Huge ranked win. Would be the first in program history. Let's not choke this. Tight end in motion. Clemens will switch to him. Blitzing with Jackson, and that is wide open. Was Bruce Clemens just not going to try and cover him there? I didn't see what he was doing on the play, but he was in man. What happened? He's just terrible at man coverage. He just drifted away. I feel like Uncle Cracker with that. To run. Oh, quarterback keeper. Nice horse collar tackle there made by Greg Hall. Greg Hall is a tackling machine. Run up the middle to Smith, and he will have 15. Just a good throw. Oh my goodness. Per usual, switches me to the wrong guy, but there is a flag. Clipping. Face mask. Okay. Joseph Brown. I didn't see that, but okay. I'm sure I just missed it. To run. Clemens just missed him. Touchdown, Chris Smith. Raging Cajuns getting back in this one. And I mean, it makes sense. They started with the football, right? Gonna be 21-14. Just got to extend that lead. 24-14 has to be the minimum score after this drive. As Mississippi State looking to upset number 2 Auburn at Auburn. Oh my. Minimum 24-14. Let's get it to Briggs. Nope, this is Reggie Gonzalez. Why did I say Willie Briggs like he's the starting running back? Play the quarterback this time. Yeah, mistake. Good block. Byers, just slide. Oh man, he took a little bit of a shot at the end of that. But Andy Byers closing in on 100 yards rushing individually. Working a little counter. Good read to stay home by the D end. But Reggie Gonzalez just too elusive. Look at him rumble forward. 19-yard gain. Playing like a 5-star. Let's go, Reggie. Michael Ham, super open, but so was Humphreys. We just can't see him. He's off the screen completely. I wish he was a little bit more zoomed out. But we did find Michael Ham. Great throw. Great throw by Andy Byers. I don't want to get too aggressive either because we need to come away with points. So I'm trying to play at least a little bit conservative. Just take time off the clock. Reggie Gonzalez changed the direction. Good tackle from behind, but it's an 8-yard gain. Let's go, Reggie. We're taking off. I see Ham. But we're taking off with Byers. It's a touchdown. Andy Byers. Is that the second of the game? Believe so. 28-14 Riverside. Great drive. The Raging Cajuns had no answer for whatever we wanted to do. Quarterback taking off. Wow, their blocks were so good. Fields has another first on the ground. Wow, that's super open. Joseph Brown, nice tackle in space though. But LeBlanc has 22. Raging Cajuns looking like our offense so far, moving the ball at will. We were stopped a couple times, but you know, part of that was, I guess, our own volition pretty much. Kind of blitzing with Brown there, but we're gonna back off. Malik James got to make the tackle, missed him. 9-yard gain for Pauly. Hey, Pauly! Be less good, please. Oh, I don't know if I like man coverage there. We'll do it, though. Trying to blitz with Hall. Backing up. And they're going at Brown. And look who it is. Devin Pauly for 22. I mean, we highlighted that matchup pre-snap. Chose to stay in man coverage anyway, and that's what happens. Fields gonna take off. That looked like a face mask. Greg Hall got in the backfield, but tackled him by the face. Can't do that. Cannot do that. Fields gonna take off. Contain him. 1-yard gain. I guess that's fine. Up the middle. Brown trying to get there. Just a good block. And they're gonna say he didn't get into the end zone there? Okay. Joseph Brown saves a touchdown. 3rd and goal on the 1. That thing is basically touching the goal line. What do they do here? Play the run. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. And he got it. Touchdown, Chandler Fields. We had to commit to the running back or the QB. Played the back. It would have been a touchdown pretty much either way. And ULL fighting back. Not going down easy. Once again, it's a touchdown game here at Royal Field in Riverside, California. Read option, and they are all over Andy Byers. They played the running back too. Just couldn't do anything there. Levante Bentley makes a great play. Play action. Find that underneath. It's Aaron Duval. Try to get him to the first, but he's going to be just shy. 3rd and 2, as that is the end of the third quarter. 28-21. The Royals ahead at home here. 0 for 2 on third down conversions. That's no good. But I think we can convert here. Play the running back. Byers has space. Slide. First down. Don't have to get too fancy. Just take what we can get. We are, by the way, just 2 yards shy of 350 on the game, as Gonzalez will take that for 8, and we are over 350. So that works. Once again, need an absolute minimum of 3 points here. Oh, we needed a block, Willie. 3rd and inches again. New halfback base. Trust Reggie Gonzalez. I need Blake Hayford to pick up a big block. Pulling guard to pick up a big block. We're going to take it up the middle. Gonzalez, another 8-yard gain. Byers with space. Just slide. Just slide. He was closing in quickly. Could have had more, but I don't want to risk a fumble, like, at all. Byers, no matter what. Or Gonzalez, I mean. Why do I keep switching these names? Willie Briggs checks into the game now, and he'll get it. Just not a whole lot of space. Thankfully, I believe we're in field goal range. So as long as we don't get sacked or, lose a ton of yards, we should be able to at least get 3. Why are we turning the wrong way? Face mask helped me out. I mean, it was a little bit of BS, and we got BS back. I pressed forward. I didn't say, oh, should we run backwards? Should we tank for content? No, I'm not doing that. First down, Riverside. We're going to run counter. And, oh, man, we just know where to go. 2nd and 12. I don't really want to get too aggressive here. I just want to take a little bit. We're over 200 passing yards. Not a ton. But our game has been mainly revolving around Gonzalez and Byers on the ground. 3rd and 6. I'm comfortable running the football here. Again, just not trying to do too much. Gonzalez breaks a tackle and then back jukes for some reason. And now it's 4th and 1. Timeout. Billy Napier, who is the new Florida head coach, by the way, who we played last week. We got to take the field goal. I don't care that it's 4th and 1. I think we can get it. I don't care. Need points. Kick from Fitch is good. 31-21 Riverside. It's a good result. Up by 10. 2 minutes to play. That's a good thing. They're going to run the ball? Craig Jackson can't make the tackle. Who did? Was it Phil Walker who came back to make the play? Not entirely sure. Raging Cajuns will go hurry up here, but time is ticking off the clock. Fields trying to roll out. He gets sacked. It's Joel Pitts. No, it's Phil Walker. My bad. It's 96, not 90. Phil Walker with the play. Is he heating up on this drive? 3rd and 13. It's coming down to it for ULL. Tight end in motion. We're going to back up here. And they're going to go sideline. Got it to Lacey. Picks up 23. And a minute and 20 remain. He has 4 catches for 116 and a touchdown. 2 picks, though, out of the 3 incompletions for Chandler Fields. A minute and 20. Just keep them in front of you. No first downs, too, ideally. As Fields going to throw. And it's nearly picked off again by Tim Washington. Second deflection of the day. We got to catch these, Tim. We need some interceptions. We need some picks. That's the game ender right there. That's the dagger. I thought this was a screen at first. They're going to go deep. Ezekiel Sims nearly had it. Would have been his second interception of the game and would have been back-to-back game enders. But we just cannot put the Raging Cajuns away. 3rd and 10. Man coverage. It's lobbed up. Sims! Catch the ball! Second pass deflection on back-to-back plays. 4th and 10. We're sticking in the same defense. No reason to change. It's been effective. 4th and 10. Game on the line. ULL needs 10 to stay alive. They're checking down. It's broken up. The hall monitor says no. No first down. Got a hand in there. And that should be the game. Riverside has upset number 10 Louisiana Lafayette. There is still some hope for ULL. They have a timeout, but they're not going to have a lot of time to work with, and miracles will need to happen. You 100% have to run the ball here. Have to. Just take time off the clock. That's a good block. Gonzalez has space. Gonzalez has speed. Gonzalez breaks a tackle, and he steps out of bounds after 34. We'll take that, though. That's victory formation. That's game over. There's no possible way for ULL to come back. Byers with the kneel down. And Riverside, first ranked win ever. Defending the castle, defending the crown here at Royal Field in Riverside. One final kneel down from Andy Byers will secure it. Riverside, first win of the season, first ranked win ever. It does not get bigger or better than this. The home crowd got to see a good one. 31-21 is your final. What a game from Reggie Gonzalez. What a game from Andy Byers. What a game from the Riverside Royals. And they're highlighting how LeBlanc, a receiver, sucked. Top 10 win. Can you believe it? Andy Byers is your player of the game. 2 total touchdowns, both on the ground, 95 yards rushing, over 200 through the air. Reggie Gonzalez had 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards rushing as well. Our defense stepped up big time, holding Louisiana Lafayette to just 21 points. I guess it's not that few. They had the number 76 ranked offense, I think. So they weren't really that good, but they were ranked number 10. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Big win for the Royals. It's just amazing. This is amazing. What a win for Riverside. Played well against the number 1 team in the country, and we've defeated the number 10 team. I'm excited to see how far Louisiana drops after losing to unranked Riverside. They lost to a community college. We have FIU next week, too, who's not going to be all that good. A couple of recruits ready to visit as well. We will schedule those. How do you get more XP for winning a game than beating a top 10 team? Feels crazy. We do also have a conference player of the week, as we are unranked still. Like, I guess that makes sense, but we just beat the number 10 team in the country. I want some votes. Let's see where Louisiana is now. They dropped to 21. I mean, did we get votes? We did not receive votes. Okay. Louisville and Miami both out. Who is number 1? Florida still? Oklahoma, Minnesota, Oregon, Michigan. I guess you're not going to have a 1-1 team get votes. I mean, Cincinnati did. Cincinnati did. They're a lot better than us, but all right. Ball State is in, but they're 2-0. But they're also Ball State. Let's look at scouting. So Jeff Herring, or I always say scouting. I mean recruiting. Jeff Herring is ready. We're dropping a bit on him. Still right in it for Robert Parsons. Herring looks to be a pretty decent player as well. So we definitely want to get that visit in there. But like, how long are we going to be in the race? I know you're supposed to schedule your visits as late as possible. Hold on, let me see the order of teams here. Fresno State. So we want to get it after Fresno State. It's going to have to be against Wyoming. We just need to stay in the battle through week 10. And then Robert Parsons. I mean, it's plus 300 pretty much for all of these. So Where is his scheduled visit with San Diego State? Week 10. I think we're going to be staying in the battle here pretty easily. So let's do against Hawaii, who we had a huge miracle win over last season. And now we can see where we are in some of these quarterbacks, and the answer is not in on any of them. Yeah, we just got to take these guys off the board. They have no interest. We are not in it at all. Jamar Cutler, maybe. He's +7. But we'd have to start putting points into him, which I think we could. I think we're potentially in there. -515 on JD Lewis. Playing time deal breaker. I'm just going to take him off the board. Trevor Rogers, not in. Cole Brooks, not in. Tony Lucas, potentially in. +5 gem. Bill Freeland is a huge +8 gem, but we're not in that battle at all. Not in on Steve Jennings. Take him out. We're losing it on Matt Williams. We don't have a scholarship for him. What is he? He is maybe a QB or a receiver. He's a receiver, probably. I think we're going to take him off the board. I don't think we're going to get him. We're wasting points. We're out on Leroy Harper. I guess I'll use the remaining 1,500 points on maybe we'll put some points for Sam Wesley. He's not that good. I don't know. I'll use the remaining points on scouting some of these players. Not recruiting, but scouting. I think these guys should probably get 500. Which leaves us 500 points to scout some players that will add to our draft board. The reason I'm not adding points to Sam Wesley is, one, he's not good. He's just not good. And I want to find some players to potentially recruit. Let's get some of these athletes in here with some low lock percentages to potentially steal away. So Marion Bates is an athlete from Poughkeepsie, New York. Has really good pursuit, zone, and man. Can throw it a little bit too. I think he's probably a safety, if I had to bet. Looking pretty good. I'm not sure who we'll be able to get out of these guys, but the fact that they do have fairly low lock percentages, I think we're going to be in the race. Adam Daniels got a bit of a hose on him. 87 throw power. He looks very good. He might be my #1 right now. Pat McCall, huge bust. We're going to take him out. Ooh, +7 gem. Willie Hollins from Biloxi, Missouri. Not Missouri, Mississippi. Also, my game just crashed. So, thank God I saved the file as soon as we won the game. That's how you correct your mistakes from previous episodes. I don't know why it's been buggy recently. Maybe it's just my computer. Reschedule the visits. I think we decided on what? Wyoming for Herring, and Parsons is Hawaii. I believe so. Now I'm going down the board here. I can't remember who else I took off. I'm keeping JD Lewis on, who I took off last time, because I re-added him to the board. And now that we are going after fewer guards, I could see him getting more playing time, which means we're going to get the full bonus. So maybe if he thinks he has playing time where he can start really quickly at our school, we might be able to get him. So JD Lewis is going back on. And then Jamar Cutler, I mean, I might as well just put a bunch of points into him and worry about scouting some of these guys at a different time, but I am going to put some of them back on our board for sure. So the new guys I've added, it's Marion Bates, Adam Daniel, who we already did scout, and we know that he's like +3 maybe? Looks like a quarterback. Jeff Hall, James Harper, TJ Fields, and Chase Penn. We'll have to see how good these guys end up being, but I'm going to save my points for now. Try to get some of these players to finally commit, and that'll be the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.
It's insane, I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah, promise you get in my way. house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speed burst good.